Well, it's another Transformer Tuesday, and Hasbro once again dropped some brand new product in our lap. And I mean, this one's not too surprising. We knew about it through various leaks, and we knew that this was coming sooner or later. The only question that we really had was what was the choice of mold they were going to go with. Let's talk about Transformers Generations Shattered Glass Collection Autobot Goldbug. And it showed up on the Hasbro Pulse website. It was on the Instagram. It is everywhere, and pre-orders are up right now. So the speculation that we had, we knew the name. We knew it was going to be Goldbug. We knew that the fourth release was going to be the Bumblebee remake. But what mold were they going to use? Were they going to go with something that really harkened very deep cut in terms of what the original Shattered Glass toy was, which was using the Excellion Hot Shot mold, which was very Hot Rod-esque. So using maybe the Studio Series Hot Rod for that mold with a Goldbug head. Maybe they were going to go, well, we have the Bumblebee Volkswagen Beetle. That mold really hasn't seen much use outside of the original Walmart Netflix run. Why don't we repaint that into Goldbug? Because, well, at the end of the day, Goldbug was, well, a gold bug and a new head. Maybe it's that. Or maybe they do something completely different. And that's really what they decided to go. They took the Cliffjumper tooling, which has been used already a few times in the past, gave it the brand new Goldbug head sculpt, and unfortunately no new accessories like some of the other Shattered Glass stuff, but at the end of the day, there's a new head sculpt, nice little color scheme. Again, the color scheme very invoking of that of the old Shattered Glass one, and we're off to the races. So it also supposedly comes with a comic book, although the cover has not been shown this time around yet. I guess I'm just waiting for Casey Collar on his Twitter to post what the cover will look like in its virgin form. But what's interesting to note, and I don't know, maybe I missed this before, but this is the first time that they mention that the comic book cover will have a spot UV on it. For people who aren't familiar with what spot UV is, it could be one of two things. It could either be sometimes you have books or comic books that they have like a certain area of it that's kind of glossy, usually the title or whatever, and it's called spot UV because it's kind of glossy, and when you put it in light, it kind of shines back. But other variant of spot UV is glow in the dark. Glow in the dark stuff is spot UV too. So is this an exclusive cover that's also going to have a glow in the dark aspect or just a spot UV aspect on it? I didn't really notice that on the previous ones. Maybe I'm wrong here. Maybe I missed something. So maybe that cover will have something special. We will see when Casey posts the original art, and I guess at some point when Hasbro shares that cover too. Cover number 4 of a 5-issue limited series. The pre-order right now is $29.99. As of this recording, it's not sold out, but don't hold your breath every time I say that. And the expectation is that the pre-orders, when they are closed, it'll ship out December 1st of 2021 at the end of the year. Now, it looks really good. It looks really good. I like it a lot. A lot of people are going to want to complete their little, I guess now it's their own little Seeker collection, but that of the Bumblebee and Cliffjumper molds and hubcaps and everything like that. Looks really good, and Bug Bite too. The question is now, and I'm looking at this, and I'm going like, there's going to be some customizers that are going to pick this up, and they're going to just want that head sculpt. And then they could take an extra Bumblebee, give it more of that goldish tinge that the original Goldbug toy had, and throw that head on there, and you're good to go. But it also makes me wonder, is it something that maybe Hasbro will consider in the future? Now, the argument that I've heard from some people is that, and I don't see any kind of weight to this, but they're saying, well, since the Bumblebee Netflix toy is a Walmart exclusive, that mold can never be used anywhere but for Walmart. And I don't believe that for a second. There's been exclusives in the past multiple times of toys, and they found their places in other areas after the fact. I mean, just look at literally the entire Machine Wars line. So I mean, with KB Toys and how those molds ended up practically everywhere afterwards. So, and you could argue, oh, well, the G2 origins of that, and some of them were UK stuff, and some of them were unreleased flip changers, so maybe there's some. Either way, I think at some point we're going to see Bumblebee's mold again, the Volkswagen. the Netflix one, and it's going to have this head sculpt on it, and it's going to be Goldbug. And obviously this one here keeps the Goldbug trademark alive, keeps it floating. I mean, we obviously had a Generations Thrilling 31 a couple of years ago, and then they always throw that name on little items here and there to keep it going and keeping it alive. But this just keeps it alive even longer for one day in the future, when I get a feeling that Bumblebee Netflix War for Cybertron mold will find its way with that head sculpt on it, and we'll have yet again another brand new Goldbug. But as it stands right now, we have this one. This is the Shattered Glass version, and the original Shattered Glass version wasn't a Volkswagen Beetle, so I guess there is no expectation. And I think by using the Cliffjumper, it's a clever way to kind of invoke that more race car kind of look that was the Excellion / Hotshot mold, while still having something that still is tied within the mold lineage of that of Bumblebee, Cliffjumper, and in this case, Goldbug. It's interesting, to say the least. I'm excited about it. It looks really good. Probably going to sell out instantly, but that's not the point. I think it looks great, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Limited 2 per customer. They're trying to prevent the scalpers from really eating up everything here, but again, by the time you hear my voice, it might be sold out by then. So try to get this while you still can. Looks really good. And again, exclusive comic book with some kind of UV stuff on it. Looks really cool. We have one more to have revealed to us. There's still one more. We have 4 right now. We had our Blur, we had our Megatron, we had our Starscream, and now we have Goldbug. The last one that was rumored from the leaks was that of Jetfire. Now the question is this Jetfire going to use, number one, the Commander Jetfire mold, or are they going to do a Commander class Shattered Glass figure? Number 2, because Jetfire historically doesn't really have a pre-existing Shattered Glass toy, what will it look like if that is the case? What would a Shattered Glass Jetfire look like? Obviously, there's some repurposed speculation here and there in the past, but nothing that really was in figural form officially. So I'm very curious to see what Hasbro will do and the choices that will be made to do that, both from a mold standpoint. Are they really going to go with Jetfire's Commander class mold, or will they pick some kind of other jet through the past molds and lineage and maybe do something with that? Maybe be very clever. Maybe even, I don't know, something like Ape Face and have him be a triple changer or something, like some kind of craziness that still has a jet mode, and then give him a wacky color scheme from the depths of Hasbro's minds. But we shall see. The rumor is it's Jetfire, but the question is, how will this turn out? And hopefully we'll find out in a future Transformer Tuesday, and hopefully it won't be too expensive. But we'll find out soon enough. Only a few people know that answer, and that answer will be coming soon.